I'm digging the look of it. Alright guys, gonna get going here today. I'm gonna remove this front axle to get it into the 20. Get you around here. So, pretty easy task, not too much involved. Got to undo this steering linkage, take out the front and rear leaf spring bolts, disconnect the drive shaft, disconnect the shocks, and then she's pretty much out. So one thing I gotta do though, I got these jack stands here, so I need to remove the wheels, lower it down a little bit, put some jack stands in the back. So that means I only got four jack stands, so I'm gonna have to get some tires, some wheels and tires on this rear end, and then I can use these jack stands to get the K10 also, because basically those stands are there. I mean, that's all that's holding up the rear. So I need to secure it better. That way I can it don't fall on my head. If you know what I'm saying. So here we go. We'll get busy here. I'll throw some tires on here, and then yeah. So you know what I want to talk to you about a little bit today is, so when I'm doing my builds, and I don't know if you guys notice or not, but I try to do things that are kind of like motivation builders, kind of like, you know, like you have a vision in your head, but you know, you can't see it. And so sometimes, like if you're working on something for a long time and you don't actually like see, you know, like something that looks cool or something, I don't know, just maybe something that makes you feel good about the project, then you can kind of lose interest. So what I'm going to do today, my plan is I'm going to get the front axle up in here, get this sucker on some wheels and tires. That way it just looks more badass. Alright, so we're in a predicament here. This is what we got going on. So the back of the truck is so dang light that even with having those jack stands all the way up, it still wants to do an endo on me. So I think what I'll have to do is get the back lower. So I'll probably move those small jack stands to the back, and somehow, I don't know, if I get those small jack stands to the back or something. Hell, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Well, I guess I'll figure it out, but I'll let you know when I figure it out. Alright guys, so here's the progress for today. I wanted to get this axle in here. I think I spent most of the time taking this axle out of the K10 because I had to get the jack stands just right, because there's so much weight on the front of that truck and there's no rear end in it and no bed, so it's wanting to fall forward. So when I took this out, I ended up having to put the hoist in that front receiver and hold it up, and but other than that, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. So I think this gold truck is looking super sexy on 37s. However, the one thing that I don't dig about the K2s, or excuse me, the H2s, is that they don't stick out far enough. So I'd like a different back spacing. So you want to sponsor the channel? Hook it up, homie. Maybe somebody will sponsor me, send me some wheels. That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, and some tires too. I need some new rubber. But anyhow, yeah, so yeah, hell yeah, it's looking good. You know, so as I was saying earlier, so this is one of the things I like to do when you're doing a build is that, you know, like if you get it on all fours and actually get a good look at it, you know, even though we have a lot of work to do, it's just like you could stand back and look at it and be like, man, that's pretty cool, you know. So it, you know, you take some cool Instagram pics and just kind of be proud of something because it actually looks cool. And then now we can move forward. I'm digging the look of it. I think it looks super hard. Like I love like the K10 was cool, but I love the older style fenders and all that stuff. They look really cool. So once we get it all together and we get the front end on, I think it's going to look really nice. A couple things I need to finish up here. I was going to put the engine in right now, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for just a minute. But my goal today is, so if you watched a few videos ago, I basically took these, I think these are DIY 4X. They're just some spring hangers. I cut them and then I made them work for my front spring hanger because what I had up here, it wasn't really working. So I think the only thing I want to do, it's burned all the way around. So even made these are for the core support. But I think the one thing that I want to do here is, and I think it'll be fine, but I'm going to make a little boxing plate for here, and then so come up with a boxing plate and just box that all in. Same with this side. You see what's going on there. And then as far as this cross member here, I built this because I wanted to make a custom cross member for the sway bar, and I don't know, I'm going to mock up the sway bar and see how it looks with the current setup because I did it for 2.5-inch springs and these are 4-inch springs. So if any of you have a question, there's your part number there. Got them from Summit. They're super lift 4-inch springs. I'm pretty happy with how it's welded to the boxing plate, plus it's welded down here to the frame on both sides and in the back. So this is 3/16. This is 120 wall tubing that it goes into, so it should be plenty strong for a sway bar. And then over here, the proportioning valve is going to mount right there, so I like that a little bit better. One thing I think I'm going to do, I might make a boxing plate for right here, even though I don't think that there's going to be that much on it, but I'm towing and doing stuff, and I want it to be nice and stiff and firm and don't want to have any issues, so I might just do a nice boxing plate right there and call her good. Yeah, and so then this thing here, it just unbolts and it just drops right out the bottom. So I kind of like that. Anyways, here's our engine. So I'm going to go over the specs of this engine real quick, just so you know, because I'm going to be popping this in here. It's a 5.3 block. Bored it to accept stock LS1 pistons, so I just put some regular flat top Hyperotectic 3.898 pistons up in there. And I ended up building it with a stock cam, and it's just LS1 heads, and pretty much just same exact as an LS1, except I used a 5.3 crank, 5.3 rods, and then LS1 pistons. So, and I had it all balanced and everything, so it should be pretty badass. Anyhow, I do want to put a different cam in here, so I asked you guys a couple thoughts on some cams. So I'm kind of thinking about them, and I kind of got a cam that I think that I want to use that's going to like sound super badass, but it's still going to be easy on the valve train. So, yep, there it is. And then a lot of people ask about how I'm going to do this. Basically, it's a stock cross member and everything. And all you do is use this plate. And then I had to modify this a little bit. I got a video about that I'll link in that you guys can check out. Yeah, and it just bolts right up and you don't really have to do anything. So let's get busy. guys, I want to show you what's going on. It's Sunday night, finishing up, and this is what we got. So got the front of the hanger boxed in, so now I think it's pretty stout. It ain't going nowhere. it's like welded everywhere, so it ain't going nowhere. And then I welded this one. So I haven't welded in like 6 months or so started over here, and it's kind of, yeah, it's alright. And then I came over here and it got better. So anyways, that's all boxed. I was going to go further with this box, but you see right there the hole for the steering box. So not really sweating it, so it'll be alright. But yeah, so we made good progress this weekend, and I'm happy with it. So hope you guys enjoy the truck and what we're doing with it. And appreciate all the comments and everything, because you guys give me that motivation to keep going. So bang, baby. Alright guys, wrapping up for the weekend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you're new here and you want to be a part of the Dick's 4x4 Garage family, hit that subscribe button. Building old Chevy trucks, wheeling some Jeeps. Take it easy guys, we'll see you next time.